Well, this is what it looks like loading corn out of a side draw. And I'm sure you guys all know what it looks like, but I thought I'd show you again. Amy will be so happy that I got some farm stuff in on her channel for you guys to watch. Now if I could only get my mitten on. It ain't working. No mitten. Not a mitten. It's a glove. Well, we'll just do this for a while. Loadin. Things go a little slow when the side draw gets, or when the bin gets half empty. It takes a little while. And oh, why are we using the side draw? I'll maybe explain that over on Chet's channel. So you gotta watch both. See how this is working? It's got to do with the electrical demand charge. I gave it away. I better put you guys down or we're gonna have corn all over. Okay, he's loaded. You got to be careful. If you put the pile too big, it will push it over the edge of the trailer. So there's a happy medium on how high you can actually, or how big of a pile you can put on there. Look at me exercising one-handed ladder, walking or climbing. It's not so nice out once again. Well, the temperature is good, but 32. But that wind, she bites. It's biting. Oh well, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm going to grab Chet's GoPro, and next load I'll maybe, or throughout the day I'll maybe be on his work schedule, doing what I've kind of been slacking on doing. But okay, I'm gonna go see if Amy brought dinner, because I seen her sneak up here with the vehicle, and we'll check the crock pot out.
How is corn hauling going?
Discouraging. We actually quit today for a little bit to regroup. Man, that is some sunshine.
So bright.
So today in Minnesota, 0 wind.
Can't believe it.
I just can't understand why it's. I know why it blows up here, but man, if a guy actually did live where it didn't blow, it's a whole different atmosphere, you could say, right? Is that the right word?
Atmosphere? Climate. It'd be a whole wonderful world if there weren't wind. Unless, of course, it's really hot. Then you would definitely want a breeze, I would think.
$3.09 for gas. Okay, yeah. Hauling corn. She's just too wet for the direction that we need to go to, and I don't know what else to do than to stop hauling and just wait until the ethanol plants can take it. This is the problem with having all this fancy stuff that really can do what you set it to do. When you set it for 15.4, 15.5 corn, that's what you get.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Well, usually, now I'm thinking quite a few years ago, it was kind of a crapshoot. You never knew.
No.
You just hoped that you were somewhere close and not into 16.5%. Yeah,
said that you aren't quite prepared for the accuracy.
Well, I've talked to him about all
Oh,
this
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
It was just the way the year was and the harvest was. Too many variables out there in the field. So.
Okay.
Well, did you check out what's in the back end of my pickup here? Can you see that? Really good? Maybe
sort
not?
of, yes.
Yeah. There's one wheelchair and a, what do you call that
walker.
A rolling walker?
Well, it's a walker that has a seat on it. Like you can sit, you could use it as a walker, but it also has a seat.
Yeah. So we went over to see Grandma there, and we are coming home with the excess things that are not needed there anymore. Preparing
Doesn't
for the
look
next person to use them, I suppose.
She doesn't look like she feels much like taking a walk.
Yeah, but 98 years old. I don't think I was I don't know. Whoever thinks about, well, I hope I can live to this age. I've never really thought about it. I just don't want to live to the age where you lay in a bed and don't do nothing.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better to avoid that.
She's done very well. She's done very well. And anyway, she's recognized us and we chatted a little bit and smiled. And as she always says, she appreciated us visiting. And I appreciate her. So.
Yeah. Boy, that sun is really coming in on you, isn't it?
It's great.
You know, the one thing I remember when we
could go somewhere in the sun.
When we were young boys, me
Yeah?
and my two brothers, we'd stay night in the summertime over there with Grandpa and Grandma, and I think we stayed for like a week, and every night, for sure, we sat down and had the whole devotions for 15-20 minutes. I don't think they ever missed a night, and I don't know if they done the same thing in the morning. Of course, you know, us slackers, we were sleeping in as kids, so we never got up at that hour. But
So
I wonder how many families nowadays do that anymore. I mean, that's
who led the devotions?
Grandma always read, which I believe maybe had something to do. Well, Grandpa could read. I know he could read, but I would assume he maybe had the
Wasn't his
problems I
favorite
have. No,
thing to do.
It is not.
You don't like to read out loud.
I can read, but it's not gonna be quick. If you want me to read you a story, I guarantee you will be sleeping by the time we're to the end of the book. That's how I'll say that.
Oh.
It just has never worked, and I don't know why it don't work. It just doesn't. Never has, and hasn't seemed to improve. Well, it's improved, but not enough to make me wish I could get up and read to a bunch of people.
No, that's not something.
No.
Remember when you used to have to go around the room and you'd have to read a paragraph or something? And you'd like count ahead.
And you get nervous.
Oh, I just hated that. Why'd they make us do that?
I don't know. Torture.
Just hated that.
Some sort of torture.
Oh.
Yeah. And I know there's going to be the people, oh, you have to do it to prepare yourself for life so that when you have to do something, you can stand up in front of your peers and let her rip and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no.
I think public speaking is right up there in the top 3 of the biggest fears of people's lives.
I would assume if you have any common sense, it would be the top fear.
How come you're so shaded over there?
I've got the corner post of the big Dodge or the big Ram is helping me out. as we head west here.
West, young man.
I teased Grandma when we left that I was going to take the wheelchairs home to the shop and we were going to set up some games and stuff and test them out.
Hockey or something?
I don't know what we could. I'm sure we could come up with some kind of a race of some sort. I remember as a kid there too. You could find a wheelchair at the birthday party or whatever you were getting together with. If there was a wheelchair, we were in it, pushing each other and.
Oh, bumper cars.
Yep. We got a four-way stop.
Busy intersection.
Everybody's sitting here wondering who's gonna go first. Well, I'm going.
Okay.
As the wheelchairs are banging around in the back.
Eek. All right. Well, I think we shall.
Yeah, that's maybe it for the whole thing, the whole video, right? That's it.
I don't know. I'll have to see what you sent me.
Yeah, that's the problem with making a bunch of little takes is you never know if you've got the amount that it's gonna take to finish off the length that, what is it wants? Who wants the length?
I don't know. It just kind of guess.
Well, you can't have 10 minutes.
No.
Because then you get,
I'm not even sure what.
I don't know. There's a happy medium there.
Yes.
20 minutes? 25?
20 is max. Well, it depends on how much you talk.
Oh, I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Everybody else knows what that means. All right.
Should I be offended? Are you trying to offend me?
No, I'm not.
You're going to have to try harder.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys again for joining us and have a blessed day. We'll be in touch.
Stay hydrated.
So yesterday, on our way home from town, Doug and I got a phone call from Chet saying, "Are you still in Benson?" We're like, "No, we're halfway home." He goes, "What happened to the rule of calling before you leave a town?" And I called before I left a town. And now here I am for the second time pulling into Kibble Equipment because I called and they said, "Let me see, let me check. Yep, there is a part there for us. Stop there and get it." Then I pull out of John Deere and I'm heading down the highway and I get a phone call from Doug. "Have you left John Deere yet?" "Yes, I've left John Deere." "Turn around, we found another part we need." So I'm back. So that's kind of our rule. So I'm glad that today I followed the rule and I called because I could have been halfway home and then they make me turn around and head back. So here we are. Very efficient service guy. So yes, and awesome about there being like 80s music's playing in there while I waited, which wasn't very long. So all is well, heading back to bring the goods. Thank you, Kibble. Okay.
Catastrophic disaster. I gotta get, maybe if I wore 2 pairs of glasses, I could see that little screw.
Well, honey, it's broke.
I know. Look at, somebody sabotaged and wrecked them.
Walmart cheaters?
You know, they aren't cheap no more neither.
They used to
I think
be.
the last time I bought some, they were $20. $20.
It used to be like $5. No.
Yeah, I think they were dirt cheap. I laughed at how cheap. Just bought a whole bunch all the time, and now it's like $20, huh? Huh.
Why do you need cheaters when you have bifocals?
Well, bifocals don't work too good when you look at a computer. You gotta get way.
You go like this.
No, it's not good.
No.
Where'd my
Okay.
head go? Oh, there.
It's gonna.
Here.
It's.
I gotta show you guys something. Finally, we're gonna retest the sample. It was 15-1 We're gonna see what it comes up with the second time. Oh, you should have showed them the when it goes down there.
I've seen it so many times I forget that everybody else has it.
Oh, yeah. I just did a Snapchat of it a little bit ago. Yeah, so we finally are coming down into the 15-3 corn, which we are shooting now for 15 and below. Oh yeah.
15.0.
Keep testing it. It's getting drier. So that is making me feel good.
Oh, that's good.
But it's a weird deal. I don't know. I question the whole.
Do I have to keep looking at this camera to see if I got it like this or like this?
How come?
Because
your hand is wanting to empty out.
Just like this.
She's weathering.
I have so much to do. Yeah. I have a lot left on my docket for the day.
And here you stand.
And I already told them that I ended up doing a parts run, and then I was leaving, and then I got called back. And then it's like, you don't need these tonight, do you? Oh yeah, okay, I'll come to the farm now. But now I have to go home. I have another visitation tonight to go to, and just a lot of people perishing.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of crazy, actually. Mm-hmm. They had to have a whole nother page in the press, I think, almost to fit them all in there.
So sad.
Not good. Not good.
Anyway. Okay, so your corn's getting better.
We are rounding the corner. I hope I'm rounding the corner, but I've never hauled corn where the volatility of the moisture can be almost 1% off. Wow. One time it's 15.8 and then it's 15 and 15. Wow. I don't know how. It makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Is their sensor right?
Well.
At the elevator or wherever you're going?
I don't know. It is weird. That's all I can say. It's plain weird.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
I can see 2 or 3 tenths difference, but not when it gets up to 6 and 8 tenths. If that is actually true, then that concerns me, because we are not going to want to sit on this 15.5 and 16% corn till the middle of summer, because that's risky. That's scary. Out of my comfort zone. I'll keep 14.5 corn all year long, but not 15.5. Well, that's enough of that. I'm sure you guys don't care.
That's what you always say.
Yep. Now, do I take this back home?
Why?
Well, I brought it down here to load trucks when we were out on the side draws, and
well, you've got several now, I think, for the coyote hunt, which I think you're taking a break this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to just maybe get a snowmobile going.
See?
Yeah, I should maybe take that home, because come Monday we can fire up the grain leg, because of the 3-phase demand charge will
be a new
start
month.
over. New month, so. Yeah.
All right, then.
That's it?
Yeah. Thanks, you guys, again, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
Yep. Over and out.